You thirsty? It's cool.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
God, I hate fucking playing in the rain on this shit, man.
The Nittany Lions will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the shotgun, the inside give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12, and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air on first down. Under fire. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Red Raiders are on the move. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
The give on the inside. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The give from the gun. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. Trucks through the defender. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Nittany Lions lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Might be changing the route. To the ground to try to move the chains. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
This time he's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Finds his tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. There's the pressure. Moving out of the pocket. All kinds of time before he fires right.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas. Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominant on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing.
Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Offense facing 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No hesitation, no try. Maybe the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Yeah, I figured he was going to lose that
So
challenge.
he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Give to the back.
College school. At least when you're playing on simulation. I don't know about the other modes.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
The field goal is no good.
I thought he hit
and
that
the margin
bitch,
remains at 7 after the miss.
Oh, just didn't
Platinum
have enough
D-Range
leg. It
trick
looked like he
shot,
had
but I
the
got a silver
accuracy.
medal.
It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give to the back. Got room to work. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. After run, now throw.
No way.
Quickly out to the tight end. And into the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Runs through the tackle. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
This time they'll go to the running game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're setting up the screen. There he goes. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now from inside the red zone. He's got the tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Right.
Oh, look at Mr. Oh, now the ball has been knocked free. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Sounds about right. Yeah,
The Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage. But just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth down.
They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Off play action. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They take the lead with the 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 4 over Tennessee. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Snap it to the back. Finds a little space. Crosses the 40. Wide open on the right. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense getting him to the ground for no gain.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him, and nobody's close.
Bro, he got to the quarterback so fucking slow.
Slippery slide. Find his way.
And I think I just had a motherfucker just stand there and look at him.
Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown. We need a 2-point conversion. But you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent. Plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Makes the grab on 3rd. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
on 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Penn State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment, late in the 4th quarter, when you need the two-point conversion?
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. He wants to throw it. And swatted down by the defense to stop
He's
the
supposed to
scoring
run the
opportunity.
speed out. What the fuck was that?
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. Oh, he got loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the 1st down, a few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Cantrell. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. From the gun, the ground game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And the Red Raiders, once back up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Quinn,
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go with a direct snap. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now it's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Picked off. What a play by this defense. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block them. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And in a two-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple of more times. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season.